I think... Oh,
Which he describes as land sharing.
land sparing. You see, the problem with Britain is if I sent in a follow... It is a seal. If I sent in a tweet, so I'm listening to the... They're going to permit converting old barns in national parks. The problem with Britain is that there's a kind of... I don't know how to put it. But anyway, if I had sent in a tweet, an email saying, my father, 50 years ago, pretty much single-handedly invented architecturally enhancing, doing up old barns and architecture with architectural enhancements to sexify them. That's true, he actually did. In the middle of nowhere in North Wales. Nothing to do with me. That's the point. I saw straight away, we as kids, particularly me and Ralph, saw what's this tosser doing here. Anyway, if I were to just send in the one line, my father invented this, and to swallows, barn swallows, as somebody mentioned, to swallows, bats, Hilary Lawson killing off a load of bats in his barn. My father was as good as Hitler. You see, people would sort of like, oh, you live under the shadow of Hitler. No, I just like saw through it 50 years ago as like, this ain't good for all the species that lived in old buildings around the ecosystem. There's an ecosystem around old dilapidated buildings, as somebody brilliantly pointed out. Actually, you see, the rhetoric has failed. Somebody brilliantly pointed out in this program that the name of the barn swallow, I think it is barn swallow, the Latin name. The clue's in the name. Exactly. These creatures have co-evolved with human settlements. I mean, Hilary's barn, very good example. His setup is a German lady and her daughter sleeping in a car there. I met them last night, and they met Bilbo. Well, it's not Bilbo. Bo. We've renamed it. Yeah, there's a whole ecosystem. I mean, the barns at somewhere called Pentrahagen, like, they're 1,000 years old. There's 1,000 years, but prior to that, there are many thousand years of human settlements. Many creatures in Britain, places like Britain, the creatures have co-evolved. And they've co-evolved. Okay, so you're nuking a whole subsection of life on the planet. I mean, you could say, so what? That's what's happening. My father invented it. To those ecosystems, he's as good as a Nazi. There you go. So be it. But call a spade a spade. That's what it's all about. Good rhetoric. I don't know. I'm not good enough. One thing I know is that the green and eco rhetoricians are even worse. That's what I know. That's what I know.